Okay, listen up, because this is your mission briefing for one of the most incredible travel goals on the entire planet, seeing Moraine Lake. It's truly one of the world's most beautiful spots, but, well, getting there has become a real mission. So today, we're going to break down the entire plan, step by step. And that quote right there, it says it all. The days of just, hopping in your car and driving up to see that crazy turquoise water, yeah, those are over. The whole game has changed. So let's just be super clear about the situation on the ground. Because it got so popular and the parking was so limited, Parks Canada has officially closed Moraine Lake Road to all personal cars. You can't drive yourself there anymore, period. Which brings us to the first part of our mission, understanding the challenge itself. We've got to know why this happened and what the new system actually looks like before we can figure out how to beat it. Our goal is simple and honestly spectacular, to get that jaw-dropping, world-famous view from the top of the rock pile. The thing standing in our way is a mandatory, reservation-only system. But look, it's a manageable challenge. It's not some impossible wall. So how do we get past this obstacle? We move on to the solution. The main key, the thing that unlocks Moraine Lake now, is the official Parks Canada Shuttle. This is your #1 way in. So what is it? The Parks Canada Shuttle is just a bus service that you absolutely have to book ahead of time. It runs from a big parking lot at the Lake Louise ski resort straight to the lake. It's the most reliable, official way to guarantee you're going to get there. Okay, I need you to screenshot this slide, write it down, put it in your calendar, whatever you have to do. Wednesday, April 15th, 2026, at exactly 8 a.m. Mountain Time. That is the single most important moment in this entire mission. This is when the main batch of reservations goes live, and being ready is absolutely everything. All right, let's get into the heart of it. This is your playbook for Reservation Day. If you follow these steps, you will seriously maximize your chances of success. So here's how the system actually works. And listen closely, because it's not about being the fastest clicker at 8 a.m. It's about being ready before 8 a.m. You need to be logged in by 7:30. At 8 o'clock on the dot, everyone already in that waiting room gets assigned a random spot in line. If you log in at 8:01, you're at the very back. The best times can be totally gone in just 30 minutes. Look, preparation is everything. Don't wait until the morning of. Create your Parks Canada account days before. I recommend using a GC key login. It just avoids any weird issues. And actually practice navigating the website so you know exactly where to click. It's going to be under the Day Use tab. And trust me on this, use a computer with a stable internet connection, not your phone. And just a quick note on that GC key thing. Don't let the name intimidate you. It sounds super official. It's really just a free universal username and password you create with the Canadian government. It's the easiest way for anyone, especially if you're not from Canada, to get an account set up with no fuss. Now here's a huge bonus. Your shuttle ticket isn't just for Moraine Lake, it also includes the free Lake Connector shuttle. What that means is you can easily see both of the area's legendary lakes, Moraine Lake and Lake Louise, on the same ticket, all in the same day. It's an incredible 2-for-1 deal. All right, let's talk about the big what if. What happens if you do everything right on April 15th and you still come up empty-handed? First, don't panic. Missing out on that first try is absolutely not mission failure. You have some excellent backup plans. And this right here, this is your secret weapon. Check this out. Only 40% of all the shuttle tickets are released in that big April launch. The other 60%, the majority, are released on a rolling basis exactly 48 hours before each departure day. This gives you so many more chances to score a ticket. So you've got options. Your #1 backup is that 48-hour release. Be ready 2 days before you want to go at 8 a.m. sharp. You can also try what I call the Lake Louise workaround. Book a ticket there since they can be a little less competitive, and then just hop on the free connector bus. And beyond that, you've got public transit from Banff, tons of private tour companies, and even a special sunrise shuttle if you're really determined. Okay, so you've secured your ticket. Mission accomplished. Well, almost. Now it's time for execution. These are the small but totally critical details that will make sure your day goes off without a single problem. Here it is, the key difference between a smooth day and a super stressful one. Cell service out there can be spotty or just plain non-existent. Do not be the person trying to pull up your confirmation email on your phone with no bars. Be a pro, screenshot it, download the PDF, or, even print it out. Just a simple but vital piece of logistics. Your whole mission starts at the Lake Louise Ski Resort. That's where the main park and ride is. Just follow the signs and don't even worry about parking fees. It's all included with your shuttle reservation.
Now this number, this represents the cost of a mistake. If you miss that last shuttle back from Moraine Lake at 7:30 p.m., you're pretty much on your own. Getting an on-call transport service back to Lake Louise can cost you upwards of $225. So yeah, pay attention to the time.
And I'm going to repeat this just for emphasis because it is that important. Once you are actually at Moraine Lake, you are offline. No cell signal, no Wi-Fi, you can't call anybody, you can't check the time online. You have to be self-sufficient and really aware of that clock to make sure you get on your return shuttle.
So we'll end with this question. We've just gone through this whole detailed strategy for one specific incredible lake, but it really points to a much bigger trend, doesn't it? As our most beautiful and fragile places face overwhelming demand, is this kind of structured, reservation-based access the new normal? It's definitely something to think about as we all try to enjoy and protect these incredible landscapes. Mission debrief complete.